We're live, or we're going live. It says we're live. It's happening. We look great.
It's
I look,
happening.
I look like I'm hiding behind a microphone. I need
Yeah,
to,
great. Yeah.
I need to switch this up.
I just want to look. I want to look at.
Is there's just a big delay? Is that what's going on? I don't know what's happening here.
We're live with 3
Okay,
watching.
it's
Hello.
working. 3 watching. Okay, cool. Where's my thing? Where my thing
Yep.
at?
Where my thing at? Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, just bear with me for a second while I figure out where my thing at. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Well, fuck it. We're live. Here we go. I hope.
Uh-oh. Andrew just died. And, wow. Nice knowing you, pal. Had trouble hearing you there.
Can we not hear?
Oh, we can hear you now. Definitely. But before, we couldn't. And it was a really big deal.
Um.
But now we can. Now it's good. Now we can hear you just fine. You sound very good. You look very beautiful. So you look like you're getting a little bit of a tan riding your bicycle every day. Um, put one in the chat if you can hear Andrew and myself very well. Hello? Andrew? Talk to me. Maybe. Andrew's troubleshooting. That's what he does. So everybody, thank you for listening to the last few episodes and also for being very cool while Andrew works out his audio issues. Tonight is the questions.
So now it looks like I can see that I'm streaming, but now I can't hear anything, which is just fucking perfect.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. Really good. I'm so glad we pay for this thing.
Yeah. No, you can hear me. That's all you need to hear, right? Right? You can't hear me. Oh, interesting. Well, it's really good. Somebody told me to turn up my input. Hello. Hello. My input is up. I can't. Somebody says I
Can
can't.
anyone hear me at all?
Says Andrew's a lot louder than me. That is true, as usual. I turn my stuff up. I'm going to yell so people can hear us at least. Okay. Everybody's like, oh, we can't hear you. It's probably a good thing you can't hear me, actually. But let's see how we sound now. This is what the live experience is all about, everybody. Don't worry about it. Don't get too heated. Yeah, now people can hear me just fucking fine. I'll just speak up and be loud. How about that? Andrew, where are you? Where's Andrew? Andrew just left. This is the Hans radio program. If anybody ever wanted to ask me anything, now is the time. Why am I? I'm not that quiet. I swear I'm not that quiet. I promise I'm not that quiet. Am I that quiet? Is Andrew on? Is Andrew on? Hello.
I might be.
Yeah, you are. I can hear you.
It still says I'm opening another window uploading. This is the worst live streaming experience we've ever had by
Why?
pounds. It's also the most expensive one we've ever had.
It's okay.
All right, well, it seems like it's kind of working right now, so I guess let's see what happens.
Libertarian blogger says that I'm looking good.
Cool. Did you turn yourself up? I saw people saying you were.
My shit is buried right now.
Wow.
So
Should I turn myself down and we'll
No.
make it so it's inaudible for everyone, but at least we feel good?
no,
How's that?
no.
I already
think
did
we're
it.
good.
I done did it.
Andrew can. Everybody can hear you. Everybody can hear me. Is my shit louder now? All right. So here we are, tight family, tight bros. Just
This
let's just
feels
for
so unstable right now. Like
it's
everything's
a,
like wonky and
no.
like it's so bad. Oh
It's like
man.
life,
Yeah.
man. It's fine. I can hear you. You can hear me. The people can hear us. We're
No, that's
good.
all that
We're
matters.
we're going 240p right now. So
It's a it's a
yeah,
solid
people
resolution.
solid resolution with the kid right now. I'm coming to you live from my chateau. This is 2 Overnight Drive Plaza. You can see I have my Eisenhower Interstate System sign over my shoulder, painted pink. Andrew's coming to you live from a rehab facility.
Yeah, this
Um,
it's Greater Pines Rehab.
it's called Choices Rehab.
Choice.
It's like the intervention where the guy takes you somewhere in a minivan. It's
Yeah,
great.
they come and get you in the middle of the night, and you're screaming at your mother, and she's like, "I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Betrayed,
We
betrayal,
know you took the money. We saw it."
betrayal. Family bakery because you stole money.
Um,
We closed our
cool.
family bakery, Andrew. God damn it.
Wow,
Can I
Ryan Van Wyck is on, and he says he's going crazy. Oh, let me put the let's confound this further and make sure we put up the link to join. Bear with me 1 second. Let me.
going crazy? Let's go. So everybody can hear us fine now. Everybody can stop their bitter complaining,
They're belly aching.
belly aching. Yeah, put it up as a pinned. Put the link up as a pinned chat. If you'd like to join us live on Riverside.fm, our new sponsor, you can come on. But this is the so you have to ask us questions about ourselves that you've always wanted to know. So there. Like why are your glasses
Okay.
too small for your face?
It's
Hey,
impossible to find glasses that are not too small for your face. Like it's I have the same problem. It's got a
that's
giant head.
terrible. I just bought a new pair. My pupil area distance, according to my pupil area distance, which is wide, means my
All
eyes
right.
are far apart.
The
Like
link is
that
in
means
the chat.
my dad had sex with my. Here we go. I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna put a pin in it.
Yeah, figure out how to do that shit. I'm
Fucking
afraid to
pin
touch
it.
anything. I see the pin. All right.
I see the pin. All right, now we sound good. Finally, glad I got sauced
Cool.
up for this. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, thank you, Libertarian Blogger, for making me feel good about myself. Thank you, Chris. We have all our diehards on right now. I think a lot of people are going to ask us a lot of things, but we should start with some Instagram.
Yeah, go for it. I didn't put up a
I
question thing
guess
on Instagram. I just went into like the heart from last week
the
and
heart.
found all of the little heart. Press the little heart when people love us.
Oh, you
I'm
think?
going to. I'm on Tumblr, so I'm gonna just start this from the top. If you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's
Well,
go.
actually, the top one is something that we'll deal with next week. So yeah.
No.
um,
Something dirty, right?
Girl broke up with me and booted me from the apartment. Not even bummed by the breakup, but fucking embarrassed to be 29 and crashing at my parents. How do I turn this into a grind set perseverance moment? I live in a stupid expensive city, wonder if I should take a couple months to live a monastic experience and pay down some bills, or is social clout everything and should I get up my parents ASAP? Um,
Do you get along with your folks? It's a good question.
Good question. Yeah, good
You're
follow up.
like a very familial dude. You love your parents, and your parents love you, and they would love to have you back. Then sure. I mean, when I left New York City, I moved into I basically moved into my folks' house. I told people I lived in like it's like an apartment that it's like adjoining, but I was
Yeah, it's
living with
it's
I
it's
was
like
using my parents'
a
wife.
mother-in-law apartment.
Yeah, exactly. I was using my parents' Wi-Fi. I basically just lived there. I ate there. I lived there. So it's nothing. There's nothing embarrassing. There's nothing embarrassing by having been blessed with parents who will take you back in. Don't worry about it.
I think the only embarrassing thing in this question is that you seem to be using the word grind set as a real thing.
Yeah,
So I would urge you to hit your hand with a hammer every time you think the word grind set. That's awful.
that's
But
like
I would say you should always live a monastic experience, like no matter what, like
yeah.
whatever.
Is grind set? Are those like Metallica lyric? Like is that a Metallica lyric?
That is that thing where
Load.
people under the age of like 35 believe that working hard gets you somewhere. which is like
Sure.
laughable to anyone who's held a job more than 5 years, where it's just like, no, that's not how this
No,
works. Like,
hard-
this is not fucking Horatio Alger. Like, that's the fucking word. We're past that.
I was
This
in a meeting.
is.
I was in a meeting at work, and I love being like the dude who just sits back and waits for everybody to stop talking so I can just say like what's on my mind.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
that's
said,
good.
I grew up, I grew up being taught that hard workers are rewarded with more hard work, and people, and that like sucked the air out of the room.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're done here.
Yeah,
How you haven't been fired yet is beyond me.
because I'm the only one who wants to do this project. That's it. It's the only reason. I'm the only one who can because I have the knowledge, the know-how.
The drive, the grind set.
I've got the grind set.
Hey, Hans and Andrew, you guys reckon any Jews ever wanked at the concentration camps?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, it's a bummer scene. It's a bummer scene, but I don't think you'd be. I think you'd be. I think for the first like month you were there, you'd be like, all right, well, might as well jerk off, you know. But then
Right,
I think
yeah.
you'd eventually become so unhealthy that you couldn't maintain an erection or
It
come.
just wouldn't happen. Yeah, you'd like slap it around and that would be it. But I
Yeah.
wonder if like
Different culture.
there was
back
ever
then.
a situation where there was like a sexy concentration camp guard who took a shine to you and
Yeah.
like, you know, brought you into the bunkhouse at
The
night and
barracks.
yeah, and like gave you oysters so you could
So
know.
you could, yeah, so you could stand up straight. You were
It was,
hot.
Maria Orsic visits the concentration camps and says, "I choose you."
It's like Schindler's List. When you don't make enough hinges, you get killed.
I never saw Schindler's List. I've never even tried to.
It's a bummer scene.
Yeah, it's
But in Schindler's List, you're working in the factory, and if you didn't make enough hinges, if you were old and didn't make enough hinges, you'd be taken out and shot. It'd be kind of like if you can't get an erection, you'd be taken out and shot.
you're out. Yeah, that's it. Everyone Google Maria Orsic. Um, here's another weird one. Y'all ever date any ethnic women? Is this your
Ethnic?
dad?
Yeah, ethnic.
Like, is this your father? What is this?
a China woman?
Yeah, did you ever date an Oriental? Like,
Yeah,
what?
really. Ethnic, like other than Aryan, Caucasian.
Yeah, like other than
Yeah.
people from the land of the eternal sun. Yeah.
So I've dated, well, dated, putting it lightly. I've been with two beautiful African American women who were like top both in my top 5 ladies of all time,
Wow, nice.
and also some, yes. I don't need to go down the list. Yes, I have. How about you, Andrew?
I'm going through the list right now in my mind. Have I completed a world tour? I don't think I've completed a world tour, but
You have to go to like.
I've certainly
fucked-
visited every continent.
You're like, I fucked a woman from Zambia. That would be the world. Would be the world tour. How cool would that be, though? Right?
You
Like,
know when you meet like a creepy man in a bus and he's like, "Hey, you ever fuck a Swiss woman?" You're like, "Oh fuck." You know, but like, it'd be
Yeah,
really
straight.
weird where it'd just be like, "Ever fuck a woman from Lesotho?" Like, what?
I worked with the
What?
guy. I worked with a guy at Domino's in Glens Falls. His name was Kurt Hoyer, and he used to talk about fucking girls in the Philippines. And he would say
Oh.
that he said that they had their pussies were like sideways. And I believed him until I realized that was such total utter bullshit. And he probably didn't get anything. But he was like an ex-Navy dude who had nothing going on, so he just like lived in an apartment and worked at Domino's, and then he died.
I feel like there's a Glens Falls, Philippines pipeline. I feel
Oh,
there's a
sure.
lot of those dudes that are like, they get their 2 weeks off from the mill, and they're like, well, I'm gonna go to Jakarta. I don't know, like or some shit like that. I'm gonna
wanna
go
go
to Vietnam for 2 weeks. Like, really? That's out of character for you. I've
Vietnam.
never known you to leave a 20-mile radius of this mill. What are you talking about? You're going to Vietnam.
I'm going to Vietnam. Very good. I'm going to Sealand. I'm gonna see what the pussy looks like. Oh my God, our VW King appears to be using a mobile device or tablet. This device is
No,
unsupported.
no.
Oh my God. Well, can
Oh,
we
what a
unmute?
bummer.
Oh boy.
Ryan, I don't think you can join us for some reason because this bunk doesn't
Yeah.
like your shit.
You don't use your tablet. Use your phone. See if your
Oh yeah,
phone
try
will
using the
work.
phone. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah. Jeez, we didn't
What
buy
do you
that
got for
iPad.
questions? You got anything?
Jeez. Oh God, I gotta go look him up. Oh, I have to press the heart.
What's going on?
Two men arguing in front of my house.
Awesome.
I'm about action.
Somebody says I'm the white Lawrence Fishburne. Okay.
You are the one.
Yeah, me
I take
apparently.
it. It's great.
I'm with that. Like the young one from Apocalypse Now. Gets
Like Animal
shot
Mother.
listening to a tape from his mother. Yeah, I'm the animal mother of the podcast.
Best time of day to rub one at. Morning or night.
I think nighttime before you go to bed, right? You're all relaxed. You
I'm a
fucking
morning guy.
drift out morning. All right.
I'm a pre-morning shower guy.
Mm.
Cause I can just let it fly.
I'm trying to transition to night showers.
Why?
It's difficult.
But then you sleeping, sweating, and then you wake up and you've already got 8 hours under your belt of being dirty.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
I'm working with it. I don't know, but I think it's all right. The shower's busy here in the mornings. I'm trying to switch
Is
it up
it
a little bit.
really?
Yeah,
Is
there's a
it
lot of
really? What
guests
does
that
it
come
sound
over.
like? What does it
It's,
sound like? There's a lot of fucking.
like it
lot of
sounds like there's like a large fish that's like flopping in the
oh, really?
bathtub. Um, kind of like that. More like a fish though.
Hey, guys, I gotta get to work.
Guys, I really gotta get in there.
Here it comes. You know, people are fucking gross.
Really gross. Yeah,
I can't believe you have to hear that all the time.
it's miserable.
Ah,
Um,
yeah. Ah,
so yeah, so night showers is the is my thing from now on. That's it.
all right.
And
Well,
then
so you always have
also
been.
like not eating garbage means I don't wake up and immediately smell. It's kind of nice. So
Have you been eating garbage?
in my life, yes, for most of my life, I've been eating nothing but garbage.
Well,
And now that
yeah,
I'm
I
not,
know.
like,
No, but I mean, like, haven't really been established yet. You don't know where the
oh no,
good stuff is.
I've not fucked around with anything like that here. I'm eating like raw foods. You
Wow.
know, I'm eating like raw mango. I
Is
go
that
out
why
and I
you're
have a
wearing a
steak every
necklace?
now and then. You know, yeah,
Is that why you're wearing a
it's my
necklace?
mango necklace. It's
Is
just a mango down here, and
Is it one of
I
those
take it out
S
and I
and M
bite it.
necklaces? Is it an S and M necklace that's attached to your balls, and your mistress will press a button and
That's why I'm hunched
electrocute
over.
you? Oh
You'll never
Jesus,
know.
that's gotta. It'd be like 500 more tokens, and then I press the button on Andrew. Bing, bing, bing. Beautiful. It's a beautiful experience.
Should we just live stream on what is that?
Chatterbait.
Is that Chatterbait? Yeah, Chatterbait. And then, but
Chatterbait.
we have a list of things that are going to happen after we reach like a certain amount of money, and they just never happen. It's just us sitting here
Jack
doing this.
off. There'd just be like 1 million tokens, and I'll
Yeah,
jack off.
I eat a mango.
Eat a mango do a body shot of mango juice. Remember?
Anonymous wants to know if they can try out for guitar now that I'm gone. Yeah, go for
No,
it.
Andrew's not gone. So
Go for it. I'm gone. I'm never coming back. That's it. I live here
really,
now.
you never
Yeah,
come back. It's like
never
what do
coming
they
back.
call that? Evasion. Remember? Never coming back.
Yes, it's
Never. We have some
exactly it.
people. We have some locals who said they were never coming back.
Yeah, really trying to evade having a 401k.
And making it like that's if you're ever going to leave your city, never make it a big thing like
Oh, don't do
fuck
that.
you. I can't believe I wasted so many years of my life because you might just end up hitchhiking to Binghamton and then come back with your tail between your legs.
Yeah,
I
no,
did. I made the mistake.
Yeah, holy shit! I'm watching somebody do that with Brooklyn right now, and it's like, ooh, dude,
Yeah,
like
like leaving Brooklyn or
going to Brooklyn, and it's just like, oh
now.
no, no, yeah, like, what are you kidding me?
Brooklyn
What do you
hasn't.
think you're gonna
Brooklyn's
join the
done.
Strokes? What is this?
RVW King appears to be using a mobile device or tablet that is unsupported.
What is this
Regan.
nonsense?
Ryan, can you use your computer in your family room, the one that's full of porn?
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Remember, leave the porn on loud, and then he
That was
left the room.
great. That was
Yeah,
really
I
good.
want to take those Instagram live things, and pull them all down, and then just put them on the Patreon. So
You
people can
probably
watch them.
should before they like flip a switch in Instagram and everyone loses their shit one day. Like, oh, sorry,
Would that
an
really be a
intern
bad
was.
thing?
No, I would love that.
That wouldn't be a bad thing at all. If we woke up, if you, a question for everybody, if you woke up tomorrow and Instagram said clean slate, sorry,
I mean, I'd be cool. It'd
everybody's
be
starting
great.
fresh. Influencers, everybody, we're starting fresh. That would be like the talk of the town.
That's why people move. That's why people go to different platforms. They want to start fresh. It's like built in. It's a need to start fresh.
When OnlyFans was shutting down, a lot of people, women, were going to other. We're scrambling for other sites, and it was like many fans, Camversity, like that kind of thing. It's all. They were like, oh, they released the Notes app apology, and they're gonna keep us around because there was such a backlash. It's good.
You're a
I don't
sex
think you
worker.
have to pay taxes on that.
You
RVW,
don't.
come on.
That's kind of the joy of the whole thing. So you don't have to pay taxes, which I mean, like I'm definitely down with people not paying taxes whenever possible. Um,
Absolutely.
would you eat mayonnaise with a spoon? This fuckhead friend of mine does it, and it's gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That is gross. I eat some really gross shit, and that's gross.
Well, would you do
The
it
car
for
alarm
like
is really adds some flavor.
the window is right here? So I think it adds a lot of flavor to the podcast. Maybe a new angle. Oh, it
The
went off.
urban jungle.
I do live in the urban jungle now. It's true.
Man,
Although I want
it
them
is
to.
really wild to think about. Like I haven't heard a car alarm go off in a long time. I haven't had somebody like lean on their horn in like a
Yeah.
month. I haven't even seen, except for my quick trip to Cincinnati, I haven't even seen anybody having like a schizophrenic like freak out on the streets in a month. I just see people in the street and they smile and nod, and I smile and nod, and that's it. It's wild. You know, the Northeast is a fucking toilet. I don't care for it here, but the Northeast is a complete fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Do you miss it here just because all
Not
your
even a little
pals
bit.
are here?
Yeah, that's the only thing I miss. I miss my life there, but the actual
Really?
place, I would love to just airlift everyone to a tropical island and be fucking done with it.
Do you remember? I want to do a history of car alarms because there are definitely some specific ones that we can all remember, right? The one that was like, dude, I'm gonna type in classic car alarm, and
I
let's
like
see
the
what we
one that
find.
said, "Yo, back off my ride," and then started an alarm. Did you ever hear that one? That was really
I
good.
have heard that. Protected by Cobra.
Cobra,
This is
yeah.
it.
All right. Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Dude.
This is my favorite part. The blast beats.
Yeah. I saw a woman do a striptease to that sound, the car
Yeah,
alarm
it
sound,
feels
and
right.
it was fucking great. Yeah. Boop. Let's hear another one.
Oof.
That's a little overseas for me. Oh, free loud girl screaming sound effect. Whoops. Sorry. Anyways, more questions. If anybody has any questions
All
in
right,
the
so we're
chat.
doing a thing tonight. This is question roulette. where I go back through the Tumblr and I just scroll violently until I reach a random spot and then ask a question from the past.
Wonderful. Sounds great.
We might have already done that. Oh, that's the thing. Some of these will have already done, and some will be brand new. Rate my roller derby names: Hick Loyalty, Affordable Claire Act, Buffalo Wild Gwyn, Taco Bell with an E, Jeep Cherokee, Eddie Bauer, and Tifa. I like Hick Loyalty. It's pretty good.
Those are really good. Antifa's great, and that's definitely one. Like when roller derby's back at the local arena, featuring Antifa. What were some of the other ones again?
I already scrolled. I already did the roulette.
All right, scroll roulette. Here we go.
Yeah, do you want to date the fucking scroll roulette? Somebody asked, should the Cowboys draft Earl Thomas?
Wow, we have been doing this podcast a fucking long time.
Long minute, yeah. Wow.
Goddamn. No, they shouldn't. The Seahawks should.
Let's see. Some of these are. You also realize why we didn't read a lot of these, because some of these questions are just fucking bad.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I open a beer, 20 minutes comes off my life.
That feels about right.
20 sweet minutes. Let's hear it, bro.
Some of these are. Wow, this isn't even that long ago.
There's still a lot of shitty ones, I tell you.
Yeah, still a lot of shit to fucking comb through here. I'm gonna do it I'm doing like a 20, 25. Look, this looks like I'm fucking beating it. This is me just scrolling on my iPad right now. Oh no! Oh fuck! I scrolled so hard that I closed the app. All right.
Oh my god, that's what usually happens when you're on skip the games.
Last video game you really spent time with.
Arma 3.
What is Arma 3?
It's a war simulator.
I guess that.
I bought it for Steam, and I tried to run it on the 2016 Dell. It ran under perfect conditions, like weather and everything. Like under perfect conditions, it would run. It would run hardwired, no problem. But it got so frustrating because video games bring out the worst in everybody, and I just wanted to play, and people were like, wouldn't do it. So
can't play.
It was the same way with World of Tanks, where everybody I refused to spend $1 on fucking video games, and everybody just did. It was terrible. But I just play now. I play phone games. You know what? That's not true, because there is a game. There is a game called Mini Motorways on my phone that I play all the fucking time.
There's too many screens here. I'm still like... You know what? I am still on Skyrim technically, but I'll just never finish it because I play it for 10 minutes a year. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You're on Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm looking at you 5 minutes ago over here. Interesting.
That's great.
Last thing I actually played was so years ago I played the Chrono Trigger, like the emulator, and there was some kind of weird glitch where you couldn't get past the part in the factory where you had like the claw moving things around. Like it just would never let you do it, and so I gave up. And then a few days ago I was just like clicking around YouTube and I found somebody with the fix for it. And I was like, I wonder if I still have my Chrono Trigger saved game. So I went back and I pressed fucking Apple L, and sure as shit, there I was, still stuck in the same spots. And I did it, and it worked. So now I can continue playing Chrono Trigger. I'm pretty excited.
Fucking great.
But the last game I played, really dedicated time to was Sekiro, and it was fucking awesome. And I never finished it, but I was close. And one day, maybe I will.
I would have thought it would have been Larry.
No, it's not Leisure Suit. I never played a Leisure Suit Larry game.
Andrew, would you like a lozenge?
No, thank you. I have some in there, though. I should probably get one.
Making sure. When am I going to visit you?
You can
When
come
are we going to do the boys? When are we going to do the desert? You know what? I elect. I visit you, and then we rent a car and drive to Las Vegas.
Yeah, we could do that. I've been planning to do the drive to Las Vegas anyway. So yeah.
Oh yeah, oh, with a girl.
No, no, you don't go to Vegas with girls.
No, you go there to forget about girls.
Exactly.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and that means sleeping with somebody who isn't your.
This next question is germane. Hans, please get Andrew to talk about and process his breakup. Oh, shut up, you jackass! You fucking
Hey,
moron!
I tried.
You
I
have
got
to
that.
process.
Hey,
You have
I
to
tried.
process the trauma. Otherwise, the
I
trauma. You have so much trauma you can't swim. It weighs you down. It's trauma. Shut
I
up.
I lined that punk girl up for you, man. I always bring that up. I lined that. She was
Oh,
there. She was
I
ready to put.
lost your camera. I hope you're still okay.
I'm still here, man. You can hear me. Doesn't matter.
I can
Don't need
hear
to see
you.
my.
You were.
You don't need to see my dog face every time. I'm just gonna make sure. I think me streaming. Somebody said we can go to Red. Producer Hannah says we can go to Red Rocks in Vegas.
There's
What
a
do you think
Red
about
Rocks
that?
in Vegas.
I thought there was a Red Rocks in Denver. Producer Hannah needs.
Hmm.
Producer Hannah, why don't you come on and explain this to us and prove? And
Yeah, go
again,
for it.
do your annual 6 month prove you're not a robot thing. Okay.
Um,
She's been knocking it out of the park lately as far as the misconnections go. I must say, very disgusting.
what was the one? Oh man, there was one. There's one that comes up on the next episode that we definitely didn't already record. That is really horrifying.
I'm gonna tell you what. Last night, when we didn't record another episode,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty tuned up.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty tuned up, and I don't remember a lot of what we said. I see that I remember that I kept Knox on for an hour.
Knox was on for a very long time, like a really long time.
Like, way too
Um,
long. And then
I'll make the edit, and you can have creative control over what you cut out. You're more than welcome
well,
to it.
this morning Knox says, "Hey, make sure you cut out my Joe Biden impression." Woke me up with that
Not a
text.
chance. Not a chance in
Not a
hell.
chance. Your tour will be canceled. The president will cancel your tour. Yeah. You think Tom Araya would wake up and be like, "Hey, man, cancel my Reagan impression, dude"? No.
I think it'd be really funny if we cut out his Joe Biden impression, but then we talk about it here, and then he's at fucking whatever fucking regrettable metal festival he goes to, and Phil and Sama won't speak to him because he made us cut out the Joe Biden impression. You're a fucking coward worm.
Fucking coward. Fucked your girlfriend tomorrow. I've got
Because of the international date line, it's technically tomorrow when I fuck your girlfriend.
I've got plans to go to Panera with your girlfriend. Get real loud, man. Tomorrow. I've got plans to go with your Panera with your fucking girlfriend. Imagine that been like
We're
you meet Phil and someone on Tinder and you have know nothing about him. As a woman, you learn nothing. I'm like, oh, it's just Phil. He's got a lot of tattoos. He's probably works at a tattoo parlor.
yeah, of course.
And you're like, oh, let's just meet at like a Panera. And he's like, okay. And he shows up with like camo shorts, like and a down like New Orleans Saints shirt.
Like all cut up, like sleeves and the fucking collar cut out.
He's totally out of his element because he's been talking to people who knows who he is forever, for years, probably 30 years, and now he meets a rando who knows nothing about him. It's just that she thinks he's a little cute until he opens his big mouth. He's like, this is what happens.
You want more questions? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
So ready.
Hey Andrew, do you think they should increase the age of gun ownership? While I don't like guns, I realize that there's never going to be a law that bans them. Would the restrictions help? Since seeing that the entire world is made up of cowards, I don't care what your feelings are, even a little bit. Sorry, that's it. Like There was a point where I used to feel like logic would bring people over to a side of, like a more reasonable side. I don't believe that
Right.
anymore. So I don't care about your feelings at all. I hope that you like stay awake at night worrying about guns because they're not going anywhere. Sorry.
Yeah. What's the age where you can get a gun? 18.
Most
Like
places, yeah.
it was like six. I mean, when I was like 16, we go shoot guns. Me and my dad would
Yeah,
go shoot guns. I
it
got.
doesn't make a difference.
I, I remember we went to like he got into like target pistol shooting. I had like
Yeah.
we had like a Ruger 22 that was all like sporterized and shit. My dad has so many cool guns that I'm going to inherit, and then I'm gonna have like a standoff. It's gonna be great.
I would love that. It'd be great. I'll
Not
be
a,
out
not
there
a,
like behind on the other side of the like the cops like fucking like shouting like, yeah, now do this. All right, that's cool. Like doing like a live stream from the other side. Like this fucking rules.
that'd be great. Maybe I'd roof Korean myself. My hand like crawl into my roof. Apparently I can crawl onto my roof,
That's so
but
cool.
I'm afraid I'd fall through. The place
I
was
say,
built in
yeah, how do you get out of
1922.
there? Is the question.
Yeah, the place was built in 1922. As you can see, my lush, beautiful house. Place was built in 1922. It used to be a doctor's office. So
This was the doctor's office. Oh, all right.
yeah, I'm right in the place where they used to do examinations. Thank you. On cue.
Um,
I love being next to the street. It adds a little bit of grit. I feel like Charles Bukowski.
Hansi, this one's for you.
Oh
What
boy.
would you do if you're dating a single mom and her kid is trying to kill you?
Oh my God. Tell her. I don't know.
Tell
How
her.
old's your, I mean, how old's your kid? I'm going to kill the kid. I mean, it's a kid, so you
It'd be
can't
cool if
unless
the
you.
Kid is like 35 and is an assassin.
Yeah.
And he's like
Well, that's the thing.
actually trying to kill you.
If it's a kid and it's 35 and I get wind, of old fucking weirdo. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna be like, hey, I know we haven't hung out in a while. Here's why. Your uh, Darren is trying to kill me. Um, but if it's like a 9-year-old kill me, I'll just tell her. I'll be like, your kid's fucking really weird, and I'm gonna call the police on your kid because he pulled a knife and stabbed me, and it didn't go in far enough to hurt.
Yeah, it was
And
it
I'd
was
say,
like the pointy part of a nail clipper. He thinks it's a knife. He's trying to kill me.
yeah. And I'm gonna be like, hey man, this is between you and me. We're cool. I'm trying to be the new dad in this situation, so just try to be cool, man. Don't fucking when I'm tying your shoes, don't try to stab me because you're 9 and you still don't know how to tie your shoes. I get a little jab in, like, hey, you're fucking dumb. I'd be like, your mom is one of the smartest women I've ever met. I can see that you've inherited all of your dad's traits.
You're fucking gas pumping dad. He doesn't even work at the place. He's just out there
Right.
pumping for tips.
Oh my God, that was a thing.
Oh, it's still a thing. It's back.
Oh wow. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's
The
back.
squeegee guys are back too. In Albany, squeegee guys are full force. I cannot believe it. They're like, excuse me, excuse me. I just let them do it because I was like, this cultural like crazy cultural thing that just came back. And somebody who was a squeegee guy way back in the day had to have bestowed this upon the young homeless guys. Because when I the best way to get home is hill because it connects right with Lark. And
Right.
I there's always a squeegee guy on Henry Johnson and Clinton. And
The guy I remember from that corner was just a guy who would make intense eye contact with you and just wave.
oh, he has a shirt now that just explains
Oh.
what happened to him. And
Oh,
he's like,
good. I was wondering what happened to him.
he has his hands out like in a Jesus Christ pose. And I reckon that's actually Matt Cameron from Pearl Jam.
Oh wow! All right, well that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you think? Your story is so much different from the guy I passed in the last corner as to like why you deserve my fucking 50 cents more than him. Like, what do you think this is? Like, come on, man, take a
Right.
copywriting course, right?
DeVry.
Yo,
You know DeVry?
fucking Scott J, the director of the Library of Albany, where all these guys fucking live, he listens to our podcast every now and then. Yo,
Yeah,
Scott
of
J,
course.
why don't you come up with a a homeless person copywriting course or like a better
Yeah.
way to panhandle fucking course. Something where these
Yeah.
guys get a little more creative instead
Public
of
speaking.
yeah, public speaking. Like, how about a nut masturbating in the corner fucking free course at Albany Public Library? It's cool.
How about like don't go
Let's
pee
give that a
pee.
try.
Don't go pee pee on the street.
Yeah, I think it'd be very helpful.
Do you know that the local DeVry is a basketball team? And I
Yeah, I
think
don't
they
know why. We might have talked about this because like I know this, but I don't know why I know it.
well, I think we drove by. I don't know why we were doing this, but I think we drove by the DeVry up on Central Avenue, and we saw two vans in front, and it was like the DeVry Eagles or something like that. And we're like, that has to be basketball, right? The cheapest sport to run. It's like shorts and a ball.
Couldn't take the Albany Patroons if they wanted to.
The Patroons coach went to Kansas City.
Oh, where they actually still play basketball? You mean? Okay,
Right.
all right.
Oh yeah. No. He said that the season is gonna go. The season is gonna happen. However, um, no, without him. Which Derek, maybe there's a opening for me. Yeah, boy.
The funny thing is, being the coach of like a regional basketball team like this, he might have gone to Kansas City like to manage a Best Buy. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he went to a different team. It's
Yeah,
just like, yeah,
exactly.
no, I got a great job at Staples in Kansas City. I can't turn it down. Sorry.
Regional manager. I have 10 staples under me. Gotta make sure they're all above board.
When
Anyways,
was the last time someone touched you and you were instantly mad or disgusted by it?
um, fuck, I don't know.
I mean, every fucking
Been a
time
while.
somebody touches me, I hate when cashiers like
When they
touch me,
your
like touch me
hand.
in the arm or something like that. I hate
Yeah,
that shit. Or like servers, I really hate that.
I don't
So
mind it.
yeah, Ben,
Remember when we were at Marco's and that woman started touching my head? That was nice.
that was all right. That
Um,
was fine.
that was nice. I can't even think of the last time because I don't have that short of a fuse. I don't care. It's fine. As long as you're not touching me with the intent of like killing me, it's totally fine.
Like the child. Ryan Van Wyk asks, "What's your guys' favorite place to visit?"
Ever in life, in the world, favorite place to visit? Berlin, Germany.
I was
I
going to say
love
Paris,
Berlin.
France. There you go.
Yeah, I love Berlin.
Oh my God! And then Longhorn has lost 2 dishwashers this week, so we need people in the
Whoa,
area to step up,
excuse me.
get out there.
I'm gonna call that Longhorn and be like, "Hey, I'm looking to wash some dishes. Just got out of the county pen. If you don't check my background, I'll wash every dish got in the place."
You should call and say your dishes were like just a little dirty, not so bad that they ruined the meal, but you just wanted people to know that the dishes maybe weren't as clean as they could have been.
So I was in there for my mom's birthday, and I noticed that your dishes weren't as clean as they could have been. I happen to be looking for a job. I was wondering if you're hiring for dishwashers. I'd be like, what? Yeah.
I was told to call and speak to Ryan about a dishwashing job.
Yeah, is
Can
Ryan
you please
there?
put him on?
Hi, this is John Temple returning Ryan Van Wyck's call. Could you put him on? Hi, this is Ryan. Hi, this is John Temple. I'm Ryan Van Wyck's parole officer. Could you put him on the phone immediately, please?
Oh, dude hangs out by the Rocky Stadium with a sign that says he'll kidnap your ex for loose change. That's great.
Cute.
I liked the guy
Psycho.
in where was I? I was in St. Petersburg, Florida. I don't know. I forget exactly where I was. And a guy just had a sign that said "Help an N-word." Great, perfect,
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Give you a beer. I
done.
gave a guy, when I would sit on my stoop and drink beer, a guy would come by and be like, "Hey, can you help me?" And I give him a beer, perpetuating his alcoholism.
Hey, whatever.
The reason he's sleeping in the park to begin with.
He is not your charge.
Hmm.
Everyone needs to understand this. This idea that you are connected with everyone in your city or your state or your country, like you have some common connection, is a fucking lie. It's not real. It used to be real, like way, way back. Not real anymore. You don't
Wow.
owe anybody anything like that. You don't have a. This isn't Rome. You don't have a fucking founding myth of like twins founding the city. That's not how this works anymore. It's just people trying to get state jobs. You don't need to take care of all these people.
Right.
You just don't.
No. It's like a Foo Fighters song. Life is a Foo Fighters.
What do we got?
Life.
Do you have any questions in there? I feel like I'm hogging the
Yes, sir.
questions.
No, you can hog. That's no
I'm a
problem,
question
man.
hog.
I hear that all night.
Haven't heard that in a month.
That's right. Yeah. Now, come
While
on.
you ask this
Come on.
question, I'm going to go blow my nose because for some reason it's becoming a thing.
Okay. Everybody. Andrew's gonna go blow his nose. I like his upward angle. It's a little MySpace. A little MySpace style. He's leaving. Ryan, you haven't seen a doctor in over a year? Why? Question for Ryan. Why have you not seen a doctor in over a year?
Ryan, I haven't seen a doctor in over a decade. I think that's cool.
Really? I have a doctor's appointment on the 7th. I need to see a doctor because I had a heart attack in my sleep.
Yes, that is the point where you go see a doctor. That is one of those
And
pass
I'm
fails.
drinking fucking beers like a fish. Like I'm so dumb. Like I'm definitely gonna die. Like next 5 years. I mean, my heart is fucked up. It's really fucked up. Whatever. I don't want to bring everybody down with that minor detail.
It's a minor detail. The question is, are you prepared to meet your fate, or will you try and negotiate with death?
Well, negotiating with death requires exercise, so
So
probably
you're
just meet
prepared to
my.
meet your fate. You're
You
down to
know,
rock and roll.
the what was the one that the demons traveling at full throttle?
Is, is that Ozzy
Yeah,
Osbourne?
Ozzy Osbourne, Suicide. So yesterday, Andrew and I were texting, and you kept talking. Well, you were talking to me about something,
I was talking to you about
and,
Reaper, the recording program.
and I just kept being like I just kept quoting on being very, and you just and then texting. I was like
I mean, I was
full
just having
Ozzy Lord.
coffee. I was just like chilling, doing nothing. So
The demons traveling at full throttle. Well, it's true.
Ryan hasn't answered
Fucking
as to why he hasn't seen a doctor in
yeah,
over a
come on.
year.
Well, I mean, doesn't Longhorn have insurance?
Oh, I
Insurance?
have insurance now. What should I do with it? Should I go see doctors and fucking like get blood work done? Right? That's
Maybe
what I.
get a.
That's my feeling on everything. I feel like I'll go to a dentist. They'll be like, "Oh man, I feel like we should probably drill that." I'm like, "No," and then that'll be
No,
that, and I'll be good.
I told my dentist no ma. The one time I had that crazy, like
Oh,
abscess.
you had
It's
like
the
that
only,
abscess? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to the dentist, and they pulled that shit out, and it was fine. But the dentist always like I get my teeth cleaned, like once a year, because it's like cheap. Through my work, it's like two free cleanings a year, blah blah blah. So I get them cleaned, and they're like, "Oh, you've got some cavities." I'm like,
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
I don't feel tardy. I'm good. So
I
whatever.
got a little thing back here. I feel every now and then, but like, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. I'll go get my teeth cleaned though. Fuck it. I got insurance.
It's probably from eating all that.
Um,
Probably from eating all that pussy.
eating all those mangoes.
Probably from eat,
Um,
which and crazy enough, if you eat a mango, it does say. I mean, depending on how excited your partner is, it does have the consistency of, you
it's
know,
close. It's close.
it goes, yeah, the demons
Um,
traveling at full throttle, man.
Hans, what's the weirdest thing you've seen on Albany Tinder?
Somebody asked me to do heroin with them. Um, they're like, I'll tie you off, and then you'll tie me off, and it'll be great. And then they asked me if I knew anybody who would sell them weed,
Wow.
and I was like, no. Also, no. I mean, yes, but no. No, I'm not trying to get into that. Sorry.
Um,
Or somebody who admitted to being a bike thief on Tinder. I thought that was interesting.
oh,
Yeah,
that
with
was like
pictures
Tinder
of bikes.
confessions.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I mean, at least you're having fun with it. It's like I steal bikes. I routinely steal bikes. Here are pictures of the bikes I've stolen.
Um,
Kind of sexy in a weird way.
couple things. This is I maybe you can decipher this. Couple things you can't observe without interacting. Don't hit your fool.
Wait,
What the
what?
hell could we ever have been talking about?
What is it?
A couple things you can't observe without interacting. Don't hit your fool.
I don't know. This
I have
person
no
probably
idea. I got nothing.
years ago.
We're years ago right
This
now.
person's probably teaching nursery school now.
I
or
just
some shit.
scrolled past a question about like where's all the good music now that Trump's been elected. Like that's how far back we are right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we got a question for Ryan Van Wyck.
There we go.
Do you think Ryan Van Wyck eats the booty? He looks like he enjoys a slice of some cakes. Ryan Van Wyck, you are in the
Ryan.
chat. Do you eat the booty?
Ryan Van Wyck, we command you to answer. Do you eat the booty? Yeah. That was a big truck. We're waiting for Ryan's answer. Ryan, how do you answer? He's like, no. We're waiting.
How do I know I'm jacking off too much?
When your penis begins to become sore, and you, no matter what, you just feel it gets a little worn out. I don't know. When I was really going for it as a youth, I would do it all the time, like 7 times a day. Super. Imagine being that turned on. And why does it leave? Seems like your brain, once your brain becomes fully formed, like in your mid-20s as a male, you lose a little bit of interest in that jerking
Yeah,
off.
and that's absolutely. I
You
mean,
lose
my
your
answer
primal.
is trick question. You're jerking off too much.
Is your streak still alive?
Streak is still alive.
When's the last time you stroked off?
No, didn't mark a calendar date.
You really should have, because
I didn't know I didn't know I was embarking on this.
So you haven't stroked off in probably a year.
No, not that long.
Okay. Do I take shrooms in my sober house
There we
or
go.
no? I mean, I would think of all the drugs, shrooms are the one that people will not know you're on.
Yeah, well, it depends how much you take, I guess. But
I guess.
I think you could probably microdose in a sober
Um,
house and be okay.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
you'd
it's
be
clear
okay.
you're not like adhering to the sober house like lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like
you're
that's
not
already out the
wicked
window. So
into.
fuck it, you know.
Yeah, you're not like wicked into being in the sober house. So who cares? Please play more of the Randy West clip, or at least send me the link. Which one? I have two. Which one would you like to hear, Andrew? The one where he explains the whole thing, called Randy West Full, or the one where he just talks about what he's doing that day?
Give me Randy
Right.
West full.
Okay.
My name is Randy West. I've been an adult film actor for about 17
Years.
years, and I've been producing my own video series, Up and Comers, for about the last 2.5 years. Just when I thought it was safe to do my own series, here I am back again doing a feature. But I got a doubleheader with 2 Nickies today, Nikki Tyler, Nikki Sterling. Could be a lot worse. I'll see you later. My name is Randy West.
It's always on repeat.
Anonymous
Yeah.
says $20 says Mick Jagger dies tonight. Well, you owe us $20, man, wherever you are.
Let's go. He's fucking, that motherfucker's alive and well. He's like the Randy West of music. What do you think? Oh, update. I've been talking to Steve Rambo.
No shit.
I found him on Facebook.
Wow. Is his name
And
Steve Rambo on there?
No, it's not. It's a different name. But after I did all that Catalina collection shit where I did the location finding, one of those dudes told me his real name. And I couldn't resist when I was all dinged up on beer. I wrote him, and he wrote me back. You see, some guys will write girls they slept with or kissed once and be like, "Hey, what's up?" I write old gay porn stars.
So
Like
what's the deal? What's he got going on?
I told him, I said he's a legend, and he's like, "I'm not sure I'm a legend, but thanks." He's like, "Well, thanks. I did enjoy working with Catalina. They're like a second family to me."
Wow.
So
Probably not cutting as many checks as they used to.
probably not, since they were sold to a production company. Sadly.
Here's one. Here's my problem. The Zionists in charge of the government are controlling the weather.
Wow.
That does
Art
sound like a
signed
major problem.
Art Bell. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, that affects all of us. I guess the truth hits all of us, doesn't it?
We all use that CVS.
Yo, we all use that CVS. That's fucked up, yo. Divide the scene. That's another good 25 to Life song, by the way. And the hate. It'll divide. The violence fades. And the hate.
Oh no. Okay, I was about to say fuck. We've reached the end of the questions because it failed, but we just took a second.
Oh.
We're good.
Oh, no. Is it cop calling if I bitch to the management company about my loud neighbor? No. I don't think it is. You pay good money. You
Um.
pay good money. All right. I bitched about my fucking downstairs neighbor smoking cheap weed, and they stopped.
See, I
And
think you
so,
should go and bitch to your neighbor first. Rather before you call fucking Big Daddy on someone. Go down there and say you're gonna fucking push their face to the back of their head if they don't shut up.
yeah, you're right. As usual, you're right. Would you rather fight a medium-sized dog or a very large cat?
I think medium-sized dog, right? Very large cat seems fucking very scary.
Like a Shih Tzu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would fight an angry Shih Tzu, no problem.
Well, a very large cat is a lion, and that's not.
Yes, that's
It's
so
not
scary
cool.
that we have mythology about it.
Yeah, a medium-sized dog is like I could kick. I could super kick it in the side, and it would probably not be into fighting me anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Man,
this.
Fucking really dead. And if it's in the cats, if like say I run away and I crawl up a tree, they'll follow me up the tree and kill me.
Oh yeah, we're not done yet.
That'll be the worst.
Update
I'll
on
have
my
to
4
choke it.
years of not getting laid. I've decided to work out and become more appealing to the eye. We'll let you know how that works. Haven't
I'm
heard
sure
from
let
you in
us
a
know.
minute, man. I hope that
Okay, I will.
hope that worked out all right.
Well, I remember our listeners ebbed toward that kind of guy for a while. It was
Oh
great.
yeah.
We had a weird incel slash white power like fan base for a minute, and it was not. It was very unsettling. I think we've just moved back to the weirdos, which I love. I love our weirdos. I'm out of beer, Andrew.
Did you spill
I'm out
one?
of beer. No, I fucking spilled one.
Um, let's see. What do we got here? Wow, somebody asking when is part 2 of the Best of Overnight Drive dropping, and this is years ago. People asking about this. We talk about this
Well,
with Knox. Yes, tomorrow,
Knox
yesterday, whenever.
created the part two. That's the thing where I put up the part one, fine. Then I just forgot to put up the part two. Maybe we could do it. I mean, I've liked to think we've gotten a lot more. Uh, we've gotten a lot better since then. But who knows? So it's up to you.
It's in our inbox somewhere, is what we were told.
It is. Yeah, it's much like the footage we filmed in Glens Falls and never used.
We'll get around to that, maybe.
Cutting room floor. It's great. Do you think Walter Becker and Donald Fagen ever did gay stuff together after a long studio day?
I think no. I feel like they never talked.
No, I think
I
they
feel
were.
like they just got into their own separate cars and drove away.
Right. Yeah, it was work, business, gay stuff. They might have.
This is the thing. The world needs every male relationship to have a gay undercurrent.
Right.
That's the only way this works. It's like it's when you realize this and you look around, you see it. It's very upsetting. It's everything has to have an undercurrent of homosexuality. It,
I
it's a
love
way
it. I think it's great.
they keep you shaken up.
I love it.
This doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. What? What are you talking about? This is a very dirty sample. I've listened to it like a lot. I listen to it in the car through the car speakers because I have Bluetooth in my car. Represent Audi. I drive an Audi. Um, uh, and it's just really loud gay sounds while I'm in traffic.
Nice, very good.
It's the best.
Somebody says, please bring back Call an X Corner.
No, that was really bad.
That didn't go well.
That didn't go well. That did not go well. Somebody in the chat asked, "What's the last band tee you bought?" God, I just wear old. Like, right, I know, I understand. I'm wearing a band tee now. I get it, but these are all like old. Like I haven't probably bought one in years.
Yeah, I legitimately could not. I mean, I own a self-defense family sweatshirt that I wear to the gym when it's cold, but that's
No
it.
Wi-Fi, no peace.
I have no idea what the last band tee I bought and actually wore was.
No, I'll buy I think one of the dudes from No Trend had like a fundraiser and I bought one of their shirts not too long ago. Because they're like my favorite adjacent band ever. They're my favorite like noise punk band ever. So I bought No Trend but it was the logo was too small and I would never wear it. Me a Gregory Isaacs shirt. I still don't know who it is. Which was like size 4X. I wore one day and everyone's like, "Oh, you're wearing a white shirt. It's all different." So, but other than that, no. All my shirts are very old, faded. I have an Ignition shirt that is ready to fall apart. Has if you have shirts that have mosh damage, that's the best.
My expensive Buck Mason shirt is starting to come apart. Does that count as mosh damage?
I guess it does.
Yeah.
If you hit your friend on the head and have a good time, if you knock someone down, pick them up.
Hang on, let's see if this works.
If you knock someone down, pick them up. Everybody have a good time.
Let's see if we can see. Can we see all? You can see all this shit in my Buck Mason shirt. And that is exactly the spot where I carry my gun. That is just my gun fucking ripping through my shirt a little bit more every time I wear it.
I was asking you about what's the interstate reciprocity on your gun and your concealed carry license in Arizona.
It's because of my Utah license I can carry here. I don't have an Arizona specific one.
Interesting. Plus, it's stand and fight in Arizona, I believe.
Somebody says Adderall is not your friend.
It's been
throw fists over this?
No, it's been my best friend for a long time. It saved my life, really. I wasn't doing shit until I started taking Adderall twice a day.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, we have an operator at the Chalk television station who takes Adderall before the game and is like, you got to take it just the right time to really get it. And me and producer Craig are standing over him, and he's like, you got to take it at the right time, but if you time it right, you get laser focused.
Dude, thank you.
I fell on the ground. Producer Craig can attest. I laid down on the ground. I could not function. It was, it was unreal.
Why do you think I got that laser focus? I take it about 20 minutes before, and depending on how I'm feeling, I'll pepper it. I'll do a little speedball. I'll pepper it with a 0.5 Xanax as well.
All right, I'll let him know to try some Xanax. He could actually probably use some.
No, it's a point 0.5 Xanax, and it gets you it cuts all nervousness, but it makes you feel like General Patton. You're just like zoomed in, ready to go. That's how I've gotten better, just by zooming in and not paying attention to anybody. It's perfect.
Um, damn man, these questions are getting rough as we go. You know what, I'm gonna do another nuclear swipe here. This is fucking.
Okay.
We're
Let's
in
hear
we're in
a
a
nuclear
lull right
sweat.
now.
Oh,
Let's see what we
if we're in a
got here.
lull, deep cut guilty pleasure song. I don't have any guilty pleasures. I don't feel
Yeah,
guilt.
I feel no guilt for listening to anything I listen to.
You know what? Yeah, I'll play. All right. I really like "I'm Wide Awake," Katy Perry.
Mm.
"I'm Wide Awake." I love that song. I like
We knew that though. That's not
yeah,
even yeah.
that's a guilty pleasure. Very good song. I also like Rihanna. "Shine bright like a diamond."
Jesus
Shine bright
Christ.
like
There's
a
so many
diamond.
questions. Like we've scrolled so far and we're still like
Yeah.
really not like somebody says they're getting sick of my old man rants. Well, how'd that work out for you?
Yeah. That'll work out for you. Sorry. There's 9 million other podcasts to listen to. Thanks.
Man. What would you put in your overnight drive time capsule?
I would put in I put in a bag of lozenges. I'd put in the
I put in the killdozer flag you got me for my birthday.
yes, perfect. I did get Andrew Cole a Killdozer flag for his birthday. I will put in the SM57 that I recorded roughly 300 episodes on before it started sounding not so good. So I changed mics to a active condenser mic, which sounds fine. But I would put this mic in the time capsule for sure. Why not? Bag of lozenges, Halls.
So
Men
Ryan
from
Van Wyck lost his insurance. This is the
Oh, why
this
did
is
you
his
lose your
reason.
insurance?
I don't know. We got to find out. Said he pleads the fifth when that was brought up. Damn.
Owl statue would be a great. I don't think the owl statue exists anymore. It's gone.
The broken pieces of the owl statue.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where that girlfriend is at this moment in time. So I usually keep tabs. I'm a tab keeper, but I don't. I didn't keep tabs with her because she was not very good.
Yeah, I don't know where most of my exes are.
I love when people will be like, "Oh, I heard so and so's dating so and so," and I'm like, "That was years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't care, and now I have that 2% twinge of like wanting to fucking like really care, and then I have to fucking get over it in 10 minutes. Hey, it's like, oh, by the way, just to make conversation. Oh, by the way, so and so had a baby. Oh, good, good for them. Good for that
Wow.
baby. I feel very weird about the baby.
So we're
What do
back
we
to
got?
the questions part where people are saying that we should do it more consistently. So we've finally broken out of the streak a little bit.
Okay.
Did you ever give Patrick the $500 owed of him for the Seattle flight?
No, I should. I really should.
It's
I don't
fine.
think he'd remember or care.
Yeah, don't whatever. He would definitely
So
take the
long,
money though. It's that much is for
so
sure.
long ago. It would just be more weird now if I'm like, hey, can I get your Venmo? $500. It wouldn't be for any like reason. Just like, yeah.
All right, so here's what we'll need to follow up on. Recently, my last sexual partner and I had a falling out, which resulted in noticeable tension between us. To complicate this further, we work at the same place. About 2 weeks ago, she told me she was pregnant, presumably with my child. We were both clean and didn't use condoms for that reason. She swears she was on birth control. I never came inside of her. Statistically, this shouldn't have happened, but it did. After the initial shock, we both pretty agreed that we didn't want it. Oh, well, I guess we don't
Yeah.
need to follow up on that then. That was the
More,
question, though. That was more of a
more of a
confession there, I think.
more of a statement, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good for you guys. You probably aren't together anymore. This is a good retrospective.
But I wonder, the question is, do you keep tabs? You
Right,
keep
did you
like
eat-
kind of. Oh yeah, I know where she is. She's dating
Oh,
that
you know
guy
what?
with the YouTube channel.
Do you remember the person who wrote into the questions and said that I aborted your child and I never told you?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
She recently added me on, talking to me a lot.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I I was like, oh, it's like it seems like ages. I mean, it seems like so long ago. Think amount of time ago. And then suddenly, I don't care about the abortion thing at all. I just care about like, have to go like, do I have to go through? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and by the way, remember that time? Ha ha.
That
Oh,
you
wait, I
absolutely do.
remember. I remember when you were walking in the street and you dropped a whole bottle of beer, and I laughed and you got mad. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whole thing. The Philadelphia joke.
There's a woman I dated like years and years and years ago who I can tell when her marriage is on the rocks because she sends me
Ah,
like songs she
oh
think I would
yes.
like, and I'm like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
all right, thanks. Like, no,
I hate the
not
mic being here.
not happening.
Getting ready. You gotta do it, buddy.
Um,
Get it.
I don't want to do that one.
What is
I
it?
thought I might, but then I decided I didn't.
All questions episode, everybody. If anybody wants to join on
Yeah,
YouTube,
anyone other than Ryan Van Wyck can also join and ask questions. Ryan Van Wyck is apparently
join and ask us
banned from
questions.
here by our fucking bunk ass fucking provider. But we'll get him
That's
on
it.
an Instagram. Maybe next week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. There is a
Next week I can't do it.
There's a link at the top of the chat to join. However, briefly, to ask us a question, or
Or
to have
answer
us
a
ask
question.
you or answer a question. Yes, of course.
Wow, we are back to when Chester Bennington died. All right.
Oh wow, 2017.
Wow. Somebody asking you what it's like being a cat dad. Wow, we're really going back in time here.
Oh me?
Yeah.
Fuck, those two cats I live with. I love them so much. The boys, Dose boy. I used to call them Dose boys because there's two boys. Dose boys. I
Oh,
love living with cats. They're so cool, and I wake up and they're both laying on top of me. Oh, there's nothing better than owning two cats who are bonded to you. God, that was.
weren't you
I
supposed
don't
to get a
miss.
cat? Wasn't that part of your plan when you took the spot
No,
over?
yeah, no. I don't miss the woman I lived with at all. Like if there's a term for negative, like reverse missing somebody, that would be it. But the two cats were they were bonded, and then they brought me in, and they would just sleep on me and like cuddle with me, and they would like look for me. It was so cute. God, so fucking cool. And I remember when I was moving my stuff out, they knew. Man, cats are not dumb. They knew the score, and they were all like meow 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 meow, like knowing I was
Should have grabbed
leaving.
them.
I should have fucking grabbed them. I should have burned the house down. Is what I should have done. If you
Footwear
can.
question. It's summertime and I want to free my toes. What advice do you guys have in the way of sandals? I usually just do flip flops, but they're rough and I'm ready for a change. Birkenstocks, yes or no?
You should cut your toes off. Cut them off.
I cannot recommend these highly enough.
Andrew's into the Jesus Cruisers.
I have
Big
fucking
time.
yeah. I'm big time into Birkenstocks.
Can you call them Jesus Cruisers, please?
Jesus Cruisers, I love them.
Yes. Jesus Cruisers. I don't think I've ever worn sandals, ever. I wear Vans. I've worn Vans since the 90s. To get Vans, we have to send a check, a real check through the mail and get them after 6 weeks. Pretty cool, right?
I feel like it's weird. I feel like even though we haven't answered a lot of these, that we have answered some variant of all of these.
Sure.
Oh, here's a good. You guys need a roving reporter. Seriously, I agree.
Yeah, it was probably a young Knox living in Thailand who wanted to be our. got to be some spicy questions in there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's not as spicy as I expected back here.
Oh, you know, there's a bunch of other questions here. Hold on. All right, so, long story short, I pissed myself at work on Monday. How's your week, guys? Week so far?
Pretty good.
Well, yeah, I finally got done with forensic accounting today. It's really good.
Oh, you had to do more of that shit today. Nice.
Yeah, I'm being audited. It's wonderful. Thoughts on what's your go-to pasta dish, Andrew?
Pastina.
Pastina.
That's I back when I had my Telegram, I put the recipe for my pastina up on there one day. It took like
I enjoyed your Telegram.
30 or 40 fucking messages to get it all through, but yeah, I'll put it up somewhere. I don't know where or how or why.
I enjoyed your Telegram. I was sad when you got rid of it.
It's not coming back as a Telegram, I don't think.
Okay.
But content-wise, I have something cooking that I haven't decided which way to go with it yet. But yeah, so if you liked my Telegram, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Speaking of peeing your pants, I have to go pee my pants.
All right.
So you have to vamp.
All right, I'm ready.
You have to 10-year vamp.
All right, let's go in the chat. Somebody set me off on one. It's not okay to pee your pants. It's really like not cool. I try so hard to not leave a little piss circle in my pants because I don't wear underwear. It's a Herculean effort sometimes. I like that looking at this room without him there, you can see that there's a lamp apparently laying on its side. Maybe falling into a chair or something. That's fun. What else we got going on? Oh wow, Dolfo Martinez is the one who pissed his pants. All right, that name reminds me of the Steve Buscemi movie In the Soup, where I think it's Seymour Cassell's like Adolfo. It's fucking aggravating. Most recent food delivery. I haven't gotten any food delivered since I've been here. I think I got Chinese one of the last nights I was in Albany. It was gross. The kid from the Old Yeller film died. Never seen Old Yeller. Never saw Old Yeller? Never saw a scene? I don't know. Oh, what if it just appeared like an X-File? We all watched it happen in real time. People want to know... Oh, he doesn't have his headphones on. People want to know if that lamp on its side in the back is the missing lamp from Montreal.
No. Fuck that. I wish I knew that. You know what? One of you assholes took it. I know you did.
It wasn't me.
Yep. You know.
I mean, I assumed your name was Adolfo. I didn't think Dolfo was long for something.
No,
I have no idea. I have
building-
no idea where the lamp is.
I was building a lamp, and I realized that I was missing a piece, so I abandoned it. I'm replacing this weird lamp behind my left shoulder. Or my right.
I think you were building a lamp. That's a
Oh,
very
it's a
me thing to do. You have going on right there.
Yeah, I just like screw it together. It was a Target lamp, and it was $20. So I was like, yeah, of course.
Oh, all right. Nico says a video of the Montreal show on YouTube. So I wonder if maybe we can see, if we go back and we watch it, if we see like somebody scoping out the lamp, like two Montreal guys like pointing at it and like whispering to each other or some shit.
No, it's a different Montreal show.
No.
I believe. That was the show with Tiger's Jaw.
Is that the lamp one?
Jaw. That was the lamp one. Yeah.
Oh wow! Somebody says your father should read all the advertising on the show, which I think is a great idea.
I think it.
We could just fly in a sample of him, like being like, "Now it's time to download the Older Ghosts app."
Older Ghosts. on Twitter. Alter Ghost on.
Yo,
on
we should really
N16.
do a thing where we just sit with your father and let him scroll through the Older Ghosts app and just fucking just give some running commentary
Yeah.
on things he would do to the models. That'd be fun.
You would fucking love it
I should do.
on Sunday. My bolognese.
Yeah.
You gonna make him pastina?
No, rigatoni.
All right.
2 boxes.
Because then I. But the thing is,
Never makes it home.
because I was just like, I get very hungry after I eat pasta at my parents' house. And then I'm driving home and I'm like,
You're just driving home, digging into it.
oh.
I have
Get a
lost your
plastic
camera
fork.
again. I don't know if it's lost
Oh,
on
we're
the
good.
live stream, but
we should
whatever.
just get used to it.
Totally.
I'm glad this is as cat. It is.
Very good.
There's a
video.
Well, Nico send us a link if we can watch it and laugh. Watch the Montreal show. If it's the Montreal, what? Find
Andrew,
another
have you ever
good one.
considered that you might be autistic? Like, not debilitatingly so, just on the spectrum. You're bad at empathy, small weird things set you off by your own admission. You don't like talking to people very much. I ask because I share many of those qualities, and I'm starting to think I fall in that category. Yo, you live up to whatever fucking diagnosis some person who is paid to fucking give out pills gives you. Knock it off. Stop being a fucking
Stop
coward.
self-diagnosing. Get off TikTok. Stop self-diagnosing, please. I did that shit for years before I figured out what was wrong with me. It's terrible. If I could have figured out my diagnosis 10 years before I did, my life would be completely different and better.
I don't know about that. I have no idea. You might have had to just go through that valley. That might have just been what you had to do. That was your charge.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. It all worked out in the end. I'm doing good. Got a nice place. Plenty of money. Fulfilled a lot of my personal goals.
Here's a personal goal for you. Wow, that was weird. That like pixelated as you picked that up, and it looked like we're holding something from Minecraft for a moment. That was really wild. Met up with Rape Play Girl. She seemed cool and down to earth. The whole scenario didn't play out really, and we just banged, and she hit me a few times. At one point, she puked and cried a bit, but seemed to go over without issue. Next time we hang, she wanted it rough, so I'm bringing out zip ties. All right, man. Hey, let's give us an update on that one.
Yeah, stunt man. Man, greatest American hero.
All right, let's do a few
like
more
zip
of these,
ties.
and we'll
I like zip ties. I gotta
call
tell
it.
you.
I've never tried zip ties.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's like my guy. But I like zip ties, and like I will zip tie you and then leave you and close the door, and then I will neglect you. That's what I like. That's my
Gerald's game. You like Gerald's game.
Yeah, I
Every
like
Gerald's game. That's when the man ties up his wife and then dies of a heart attack on top of her, and she's in the middle of nowhere, all fucking tied to a bed. It's a pretty upsetting book.
Mine is more like I would just neglect you if you were
zip tied.
Then
I just go watch football for 4 hours. It's perfect. Maybe I have some here. This is going good. I like this. Program is working for the most part.
Yeah, after that
Lily of all people, listener Lily asks for our virginity stories. Mine is well documented. Andrew's never talked about his.
Mine is kind of boring. I don't know. I slept. I mean, in classic fashion, I slept with a girl off a message board from before the internet existed. But I don't know. It was a really like non-eventful thing, and we never talked again.
You had sex once.
What does that fucking
And you never
sound?
talked again. Wow.
And never talked again. Yeah, that was it. I dated her friend a little while later, but that was. There it is.
Do you think they traded as friends? Do you think they traded notes?
Yes,
they
did.
To me. He didn't do that
I
to
know
me.
for a fact they did.
And did you parlay? The three-way?
Well, no, not even close. I was in no position to be trying to propose a three-way at that point in my life. That was
Very funny. No position. Got it. Very good. I'm in no position to have sex right now. Get it?
Jesus, we're still in fucking Trump era. This is fucking insane. All right, let's
Oh,
keep
yeah?
scrolling. Scroll, 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 scroll.
Let's
We're really
Okay.
going for it
What do
here.
what do we got here? I love that my computer makes is like the camera is so clear. I love it.
All right, I just I scrolled till my hand hurt. Let's see what we got.
See your fingers bled.
Lately, I have been angered by people's insecurities. Am I just a narcissist who can't relate, or are these people as weird as I feel they are? Yes, they are.
They're
People are
very
weird cowards.
They're as weird as you think they are. Trust. Trust. I'll look for some questions too. Don't be so lazy.
Go for it. Go for it.
Try not to be so lazy.
Somebody a few years ago asking me how much I net a year and telling me not to be a pussy and sidestep it.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
a
When
lot of ups and downs.
at this point when I was at Tesla, I was probably making close to like 200,000 a year. It's pretty all right.
That's nice. And you know, great. I think I was making 20 grand a year at that point. It's like working executive assistant at a private college. Favorite
Wow.
historic.
Holler at Jay Moss about quitting his band and marriage and dating a stripper.
How'd that work out?
Yo, these questions have aged terribly. Holy shit.
He has a
Wow.
whole family now with a child.
Yo, he is actually the happiest I've ever seen him, man. That's wild.
Yeah, no, his kid is awesome. I think I lost. I think I
Wow.
lost the Mosses. I think I lost the Mosses in the divorce. Unfortunately,
Oh, that's a bummer.
it is a real. What's the best piece of advice you wish you could have given your 20s self?
I feel like we answer this every week, man. I don't know. Stop being a coward. Lift more weights.
Yeah, don't be afraid to beautiful people. And ignore your inner no, because you're going to have that little voice inside you that tells you no. Don't do it. I can't do it. No.
Here's
Just
one
do
for
it.
you to sidestep. This is from probably 6 years ago, asking you, how many girls in the fan zone have you porked?
It's got to be 5.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 5 definitely. Oh, like, well, yeah, 5 or 6 for sure. All great. Thank you. Couldn't have had a better time. Honestly.
My records remain closed on this.
Sure.
Oh, another question that's aged so well. I fucking love it. Mike Dick thirsting so hard for sick ink girl. I can't even
Remember that
imagine the
whole thing?
context, but like, yo,
Remember that whole
so
thing?
good.
Yeah.
My favorite Mike Dick moment that I like, I mean, you know, like obviously I fucking live with the man, like I've got a few, but one of my favorite moments is in I think it was our episode 100 live show. It was the one we did at Nevermore's in Brooklyn,
It's great.
where Sean Duty is up there, and he's
His
like,
poster.
"Oh yeah," and he's like, "Oh, but I finally learned a word in German, and it's and he's like, you know, does some fucking German shit, and the room is
Here.
dead silent, and across the room you just hear Mike Dick go, and then It is a classic
best.
moment. It's really good. Dead silence
was
and
a-
Mike Dick laughing. Oh man. Oh well. Hey, any plans for next Overnight Drive live show? I would like to do one. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Do episode 400. I think we should do a live. Let's see if anybody
We
wants
can
to
do.
come.
Yeah. We'll have
Do
to
it at
start
the
planning.
Metro.
I feel like we had a bunch of fans in Brooklyn, like at that time, that I don't know if we could pull the same amount anymore. I feel like
No.
we've lost a lot of New York fans. We've gained a lot of like fans in fucking Wisconsin and shit like that. So it'll be hard
We
to get
should just-
people together. But yeah.
Check it. I went to high school with the dude who books the Metro in Chicago now.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
A dude named Chad Klein. Yeah. And they could totally just be like, hey, like,
Should we just
funny
do
and-
O&D stock? Like just get 3 podcasts
Well-
and 3 bands and just fucking book a place for an entire day?
yes,
All right, we
O&D
can do that
stock.
shit.
And Chicago is very close proximity to Ryan Van Wyck.
Oh my god, that's true.
And because he's not allowed to leave the
Yeah, that's
pod.
it now.
But if it's only 60 miles away from Chicago, we just,
Hell yeah.
that's fine. But I want to send him a real like black car, like no Uber, like a real like black car, like with a guy, I mean, like a New York City style dude. Do those still like dudes still exist?
In Chicago, I'm certain they do. Yes.
Did he add, or even New York, like because when I lived in New York, it was nothing but like black, like dudes who drove black. You call them like black.
Oh yeah,
car
dial
dudes, dude.
7.
777, yeah, 777. Yeah, and it would be like, it'd be $30, right? And like just to get in the car. But when you're out drunk or you're at the airport, dial 7, they'll spend $80, whatever.
Let's dial 7 for Ryan Van Wyck. We'll get him up there. It'll be great.
My God, it would be the best. Driving back? You're driving back in the white Hyundai?
You know what? Let's commit to doing this because otherwise I'm going to come at you with some weird idea in 4 months from like, okay,
No.
episode 400. Here's the deal. We get 2 drones, right? And it's like, fuck, this is not going to work. Why do you always
right.
do this?
So why don't we commit to, okay, we'll commit right now to episode 400 in person. Maybe
Yeah,
Chicago.
Perfect. Great. Love
But it's got to be somewhere O&D stock, and then hopefully people will show up because we didn't think anybody would show up at Muchmore's, and then we were pleasantly surprised. Now people might hate us now, whatever.
Very possible.
But it'll be like O&D stock where we'll get like a bunch of different podcasts to come join. It'll be like it'll be like a podcast show, and it'll be exciting. We'll have bands play also. Then we can just have it at St. Vitus. That'd be great. Figure that out.
I love this.
Pull some strings. That'd be great.
All right. Let's do 2 more and call this shit. Or fucking move it
Okay.
to the move
I
it to
have
the
to-
chats.
I have to go eat a Herbie burger pretty soon.
Oh my god, yeah, they only stay open till 2 in the morning. If I can get after that.
They're fucking
I'm gonna go get a
delicious.
steak after this, so I'm with it.
Well, listen to you.
I wish I could get. Although here's the deal. So I wanted to go to a Longhorn Steakhouse, and the
Yeah, cool.
closest one is like 7 miles from me, which is not a big deal if you have a car, but is a major undertaking if you have an electric scooter. So, so I electric scooted there, and as I got there, I pulled up, and it's right next to an In-N-Out, and I'm like, oh, I guess if I really want a Herbie's burger, I can just go to In-N-Out, right? It's like right here.
Sure.
And then a few days ago, I was like, you know what? I've never gone a half a mile down the road from my house in this direction before. What's there? And of course, there's a fucking In-N-Out like dangerously close to me. Like, oh shit, close to me. So now I have to avoid eating
Yeah.
In-N-Out. I have to fucking struggle.
Fucking sucks. According to the chat, there's a few people who definitely book us at Metro.
That's
Shout
sick.
out to Chad. Shout out to Chad Klein, the biggest nerd in high school, and now apparently he's plowing Mad Puss. So good for him. Yeah, Chicago seems to make sense. It really does. Why
I'm
not?
down for it.
Why
That's
not?
great.
Brian Van Wyck's there. It's easy to get to. It's a hub. Flights there are like $80.
I
Let's
was like,
go.
yeah, fucking try to not land in Chicago when you're flying anywhere.
And it's a small bar. Like it's a small. Hell, whoever you are, please contact us. about figuring this out. It would be
Jack Klein for all
all
these
these years. I chased his family's van with my bike once. Long story. We lost Andrew. I lost your camera, buddy.
No. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully I'm still on the thing. Well, if
You're
everyone
still
can hear
on. I
me.
can hear you. You're good.
The Bear
You're
Mattress
good.
song is amazing. It was well worth the wait and also one of the most original sounding songs I've heard in a while. I really hope you put out more stuff. Don't let those closed-minded hardcore punk dudes discourage you.
How long ago was this?
Probably 2015.
Oh wow, yeah, that was when I released the song that everybody
Yeah, because
liked.
here's somebody saying, appearing at Overnight Drive Con 15, Ray the Bouncer, Ravishing Rick Rude, Ichiro Suzuki, and Black Dallas.
Black Dallas.
R.I.P.
Yeah, Black Dally is still alive. I live around the corner from my parents now, so I get to see Dally driving in his Nissan Z all the time.
That's so sick.
He had a personal
Well, that's it.
training
I'm
studio.
done with I'm done with Tumblr. I turned it off.
He had a personal training studio above a hardware store on Glen Street for a while. And
I feel like I
think it was
drove
just-
past it.
Yeah, and I think we did, and I think it was just a front for him to have sex with housewives. Because he's a hot. He looks like Terrell Owens. He's like all cut and shit. Yeah. Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us. On that note,
Yeah, that was a
it
wild
looks
one.
like Terrell. Looks like Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens. All right. Well, fucking cool. I'm glad this worked. Like this'll do. I still, I mean, I think we could probably just do Instagram and be just as good. Yeah, overnightdrive@gmail.com. Hit us up.
Overnight
You
Drive
check that, right?
Podcast.
Oh, overnight drive podcast at gmail.com. You
Overnight
see how
Drive
often I fucking
Podcast.
open that thing.
Overnight Drive Podcast @.com. And it's never too early to start planning for one of these. Now that we've got to a live con, God
damn.
Let's just do it. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Bands, other podcasts can join. How fun would that be?
Yeah, it'd be great.
And we could have like a corpse grinder play, right? Maybe Dave Ellison.
Just to make it a show of just bizarre reunions. We're just like, why?
Yeah,
Why did the
get Dave
Mr. T
Ellison
experience get back together? How weird.
Get Dave Ellison to rejoin Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
For this,
It's gonna be a super group. Dave Ellison, fucking Dave Ebersese.
oh my God, we could
Killer rhythm
definitely.
section.
We got to work at Dave Ebersese. I really insulted him, and he wrote me back. So he plays too fast. He ruined the unplugged. I'd kick motherfucker.
Too fast,
plays
too loud.
Fast. Too fast, too loud. Fucking lay off the speed. Shut up.
All right, y'all. Well, be good. See you next week as usual, and then I think let's try. I can't live stream next week, but let's try again in 2 weeks on Instagram. See how that works.
Yeah. Have
Beautiful.
fun. Thank you, everybody.
Be good, y'all.
You.